Hey everyone, Barry here from TGS with another Forza Motorsport live stream. Haven't played since 2023, well, the end of 2023. We are back in action. It's stream number 14 for this game. Last time did multiplayer. This time we were back to career mode for the Fox Body Challenge. As you see on the screen right there, we got 5 total races starting at Eagle Rock Club R. And yeah, we'll see how the cookie crumbles. Should be a good time. I'm gonna zoom through our weekly intro, well, our usual intro, as well as our weekly intro, which means just a few extra sentences, which we'll cover why Forza Motorsport's back today anyway, so I guess it's fitting. So let me zoom to the intro, get in the gameplay, go from there. I'm running about 30 to 35 minutes late. I'm really sorry about that, but honestly, mixture of I tried to sleep in today because I just needed to, and then it was an extremely busy day at work, and then we looked at a house yesterday that we're considering making an offer on it, so we're going back and forth with that. So there's a lot of things going on. It's one of those days where you have like 20 things coming in from all different directions. Had to set up my car inspection for tomorrow. You get the idea. So it was a busy as F day, but finally glad to settle down, do some Forza Motorsport, and I actually have to hop on a call later for an hour because I work for an international company and we have a call with a company in Asia later. So you get the idea. But so my work day is not over yet, but more excuse for me to bounce and play some Forza. So let's go right down the list directly from our Discord. Here is our schedule. Just released it. It does say 4 o'clock. But, you know, it is what it is. I probably won't update it just because it's in the past now. You know what I mean? So, we'll roll with it and call it maybe 4:35 to 6:30-ish. Right around 2 hours. I honestly just want to complete the Fox Body Challenge. If it somehow takes an hour and 35 minutes, is probably all I'm going to stream for. Because the whole purpose of the stream is just tackle this tour that we're going to do. Or racing series, however you want to call it. Championship. Not sure what the wording is these days for these. They keep changing stuff, but yeah, tomorrow we're going to continue. We're going to hop into, it says, Pony Car Showdown. That's the next one we'll do, and that one has 6 races, so we'll be doing that tomorrow. It's all listed there. We got Warzone, Star Citizen, Let me just go back to the screen. No point in covering it all. It's on our Discord, our website, beginning and end of every stream. As for the game itself, my goal is to get 500 gamer score. And we're at 365. That's gamer score wise. Career wise, I want to complete everything in the Builders Cup. So we have, including today, 1, 2, 3 here, 7, 11 more championships, and then we also have the showcase events to do. So we're looking at, you know, 5, 6, 7 weeks of this game if I keep it around Mondays and Tuesdays indefinitely, which is currently a thought. That could change. I could even move it to once a week and we can bring something else in. But for right now, gonna stick to Forza Motorsport Monday, Tuesdays, and that's the deal with that. Like, sub, link, subscription, and they're just our weekly announcements. Basically, initially I was gonna tackle Fallout 76 Atlantic City the Pit on Monday, Tuesdays, but one of our mods, Cap, is down to run Fallout 76 co-op, so we're gonna be holding that on Friday nights as part of our Flex series. So yeah, Forza Motorsport moved up the list. So Forza Motorsport Mondays and Tuesdays indefinitely. As per the next 5 games I see myself playing in order, we're going to complete out Forza Motorsport Career Mode. I would like to, due to fan request, sub request, to play GTA 5 Story, especially because we got GTA 6 coming out in, you know, a year from now. Probably, watch it be the end of 2025, but you get the idea. Then I was looking to hop into some other games. Actually, I have a list right here. Let me just read it instead of trying to pull it out of my brain. So yeah, number 1 is Forza Motorsport. Number 2 is Grand Theft Auto 5. And then, realizing that's an old list, here it is. So Grand Theft Auto 5. Then we're going to hop into possibly Pokemon Red, the legit original game, as a throwback to my younger years. And then I may go back to Starfield, but I'm on the fence about Starfield. I haven't missed it since we stopped playing it. I have more fun playing Fallout 76 than Starfield, which is kind of sad to say, considering Fallout 76 was a horrendous launch game. But it's much better than it used to be nowadays, so still gotta figure out a few of those details, but that's a rough estimate of what's to come. If I update it, I'll update that info on another stream on a Monday. But that's all I got for our weekly intro / TGS announcements. Random chatter, I mentioned it, work, stream, then legit gotta hop on an hour call later for work again, but then get some free time. So that's my day in a nutshell. Looking forward to the weekend coming up, but let's not rush the week, even though, you know, everyone wants to rush the work week, if you know what I mean. So let's start up the Fox Body Challenge. We'll let the cutscene play, and then we'll hop in from there. And shout out to Octobenis, if I'm saying that right. And shout out to Nando, what is up? And yeah, I haven't played this since December. I might be a little bit rusty, playing on my G923 wheel, by the way. Playing in 4K from Series X. At least that's what they call it, 4K. But it's usually upscaled and stuff. But playing at 4K, playing on my G923 wheel. It's like a 50-inch 4K screen. Got, obviously, the stream running off my gaming laptop, so that's what's up. So let's get this started and get into it. It probably won't take the full 2 hours, but it will if I keep yapping on here.
Designers and engineers at Ford captured the imagination and passion of motoring enthusiasts around the world with the release of their game-changing Mustang in 1964. The team's dedication to improving and evolving the platform led to the creation of the spirited Fox Body Mustangs of the 1980s. Their sleek design and 5-liter V8s will deliver an exciting combination of horsepower and handling for racers building, then pushing these modern classics to their limits, race after race.
Race after race. And real quick to answer Nando, I don't remember Forza Motorsport 4, but I played it. It's been too long. I've been streaming since like Forza Motorsport 4 or 5, I think, but I played them all. Ferrari 458 Italia was awesome when it came out. I remember that car. I'd still get one today if I could afford it, but I definitely can. I could probably buy one of these Cobras. Even now with the car market the way it is, probably not anymore. But let's go ahead and get the Cobra R. And then, obviously, note, I just realized they're both not Cobra. We got the Cobra R and we got the SVO. We're definitely getting the Cobra. So let's build this car. Do some painting and stuff real quick before we hop into the actual races. But yeah, my current thought is to try and knock out career mode on this game. Because that was my goal when I initially started playing it, but then we had there's too many games going on. I had to cut something out. Forza Motorsport got the punch. Plus, we revamped the whole TGS schedule going into 2024. It's a way different schedule than I've ever had before, from the games we're playing to how we're doing it. Doing multiple bi-weeklies and monthlies and stuff like that, but I think it's been working out pretty good so far, and we're also streaming more of what our fans want to see, rather than just playing the play. And it shows because we've grown significantly. I think we're like less than 300 subs away from 4K, which is insane. I thought it feels like yesterday I was barely just making 3K subs. We've had slow growth for a long time. It was steady but slow, so I don't think it'd be a question if we're going to get there, but the time period of when it happens is going to be substantially different because we're growing like multiple 100% better than before. Let's not jinx it. Let me knock on wood real quick. Probably the fact that we're doing shorts and more non-live content. We've been slacking on the non-live content, but we got 2 videos coming out in the next week, I'm guessing. By Sunday, I'd like to have 2 videos dropped that aren't, streams, but I don't want to guarantee it, but it's our goal. So let me look at the designs instead of trying to just paint it. See if anyone made anything cool with it. So you just go by popularity, scroll down until you hit that 5-star one. Then for some reason this game likes to hide all like the 5-star stuff. Way down the list. I don't know why. They should just be starting with what's most popular, but they don't. I've noticed that in Forza Horizon as well. I don't know if they're just trying to feature new designs to give them a chance, or what the situation is. Let's go for this. Let's just put a design on it, call it a day. I was just gonna basically paint the rims black, tint the windows. Let me back out of this. How many times do I gotta hit back? It's like going through the same cycle like 5 times. Alright, career mode. Box body challenge. Skip the cutscene if it throws it at me. It did not. So we got our first one, Eagle Rock Speedway. We have 8 laps. It would have been nice if they didn't have that turn in there, but we'll work with it. Performance, we're going to stick to mostly handling the start off, but I'm going to run the stock for the first race. Let's just see what this car feels like stock. So Octobenus. I got it. Awesome to hear you got a platinum in AC Argents. I do want to note, because I'm streaming 1080p 60, there's like a 15+ second delay. So if I'm taking a moment to respond, it's usually the delay plus, and if I'm racing, you know, it's like texting and driving, trying not to crash in a race. So I gotta make the right times to read and respond. So I'm not trying to be rude to anyone. Just make sure I have stream delay and driving. That's awesome. My AC Argents videos were definitely not my best, but that was what I put out back then. And see, surprisingly, they did much better than I anticipated. Our newer content does much better than the old content, but that's because, you know, a mixture of things changed. Went through a bunch of phases on this channel. We had the no commentary, just throw random videos up 24/7 stage where we got like release like the entire Fallout 4 story and videos of each mission. And I got to the stage where we got into really crappy commentary, which Origins may fall into. My mic sounded bad. I sounded like I was a snail in the ocean trying to talk. I hold my nose closed and I'll try and imitate it. Hey guys. Legit how it sounds to me nowadays, and then we've evolved a few times since, but less drastic changes. Alright. Now to see how safe this vehicle really is. Hello? Oh, God. Imagine you like have they invent a simulator machine, you feel the accident. Just get absolutely destroyed. On the news today, 5th person died using the new crashing simulator for Forza Motorsport. Let's get practice. I don't know why I thought it was in the exit section. They should just let you skip it from the start. Period. Alright, we're gonna do the actual race now. That was just me getting reacquainted after 2 months of not playing the game. This is my first time driving this car, and the game thinks I'm going to get third place. Let's just start up here, and we'll work our way back. I have it on middle difficulty. There's 8 stages of difficulty. I have it set to 4. That's because I'm looking for that middle ground experience. I don't want it to be impossible, so I lose every race, because this game will do that to you. But I don't want it to be too easy that I pass everybody in the first 3 seconds and win every race, guaranteed. So I'm trying to find that middle ground. It really depends, though, sometimes based on the cars or the races. It can get really wishy-washy. I've had matches where it's on level 4, and then you have a bunch of AI who look like they're level 8. It's raining, it's snowy. Yeah, maybe not snowy, but it's like raining. They're in like a rear-wheel drive, like 800 horsepower, like muscle car with like drag tires on it, and they're taking turns like they're, you know, in a Bugatti. It just makes no sense. So this game can get ultra unrealistic in my view with the AI. They can get really cheesy the higher difficulty they go. Same thing in Horizon though. You have those AI who just win every race as you get in the higher difficulty, no matter what. We used to beat them in this festival playlist series, but sometimes it'd be a nightmare. We'd have to do it like 10 times and kind of cheat our way to win, because otherwise you weren't winning. We'll see how this race goes. This car is not that powerful. I mean, it was powerful for the time period, but not in comparison to 2024, so it shouldn't be too difficult. I have traction stability off. I got the braking line on just because I don't play this game often enough. I'm not trying to spend my time rewinding half the time if I decide to overdo it in a turn. Then I like to have simulation everything, running paddles though. Oh my god, well, I spoke too soon. car was a little bit, it felt a little bit more comfortable than it actually was once I really started to push it. Let me just go back. Let it get traction real quick. There we go. So, see, it doesn't have the best, most powerful acceleration I've ever seen, but with these 1999 Walmart tires, you know, I gotta watch out. It's one thing I don't like about this game's tire system is it legit feels like you went to Walmart and bought tires that they're on sale for $19.99 for all four or some crap. Wonder why the car can't get traction on a dry day. That's what they put stock on like every car, including Ferraris, when they should naturally just come with sport or performance tires. My real life car has sport tires stock. My real life car is is a decade old, but I have an older S5 in real life. 450 horsepower, super sport tires, the whole 9 yards. Taking it to get inspected tomorrow, actually. We're on middle difficulty, but these AI are slacking. It really depends on championship to championship. And the car you're using as well. Sometimes it can be extremely difficult to keep up with it, this difficulty level. Sometimes they slack. It's that middle ground experience. Hence, right in the middle of difficulty range. We can step it up to 5 or 6 after this, but I'm gonna start modding it. They're gonna start upgrading their cars respectfully, so it's naturally gonna become a little bit more competitive, I think. Hopefully everyone's having a good day. I'd like to keep this game around. I'm either going to keep it Mondays and Tuesdays till I fully complete career mode, or if I feel like playing it twice a week is more than I would like and I just want to do it once a week, we can do that. I'll have to think about it after this. If we do it twice a week, we should be able to finish out the game in roughly, I'd say 6 to 7 weeks to play it safe, because you got to add in all the championships and you got to add in those special events. So yeah, probably 6 to 7 streams at least, or 6 to 7 weeks. Sorry, so like a month and a half or so. If I do weekly, it's going to take me like 3 months to finish it out, but we get a head start. We can start doing, you know, GTA 5 story or something, 2 hours a week. Start getting that going. I'll think about it how it goes this week and we'll go from there. I'm gonna play GTA 5 on Series X on the remastered version, whatever you call it, expanded and enhanced, whatever they call it, something weird like that. But it looks 1,000 times better. That's when we play on when we stream it rarely on weekend nights anymore. But looks pretty good on Series X. My PC can handle GTA 5, but more of a controller experience for me. I'll just play it on Series X. Plus, I already bought the version on there. Woo! That was sketchy. I don't know if you heard me whipping the wheel in the background, but car is not too shabby. It does, if you push it way too hard, which is expected, it can get a little wild. But again, that's expected. Every car is going to get a little wild when pushed too hard. Unless it's like a Prius or something, then you can't probably push it hard enough to get it to be wild. It'd be funny if they had a Prius in this game. Never checked.
Final lap.
It's the final lap now. Doo-doo. Gonna lap these dudes. Doo-doo-doo. Game, don't get angry at me. I'm just sharing some pain. It's a way to show love in the racing community. Alright. What are you doing, you jackass? Motherfucker, man. Just like fucking killed him. That's what he gets, man. Driving like that around that turn, he deserved to get smashed into a wall. Let's keep driving. Nothing happened, nothing to see here.
Great work. P1.
Great work. Missed a phone call from potential spam. Sounds about right. It's always those random spam calls you gotta get. Even though I'm on the do not call list. Doesn't matter though, still wanna harass you. So we got Watkins Glen, 6 laps. We're gonna skip the practice entirely. But I'm going to upgrade my car here. Get a in-game Forza Motorsport message. This driver decided to sue you for damages suffered during that accident. But yeah, I'll be like, well, he deserved it, man. Who drives like that? He successfully was made the turn and then he's just sitting on his brakes. He's that guy at the track experience that shouldn't be racing a car. It's like, go man, go. Move. Let's get this car a nice little sport exhaust pair going on. In real life, I had 3 cars so far, and I've put an exhaust on all 3 of them. My current car I've had for a very long time, and it's kind of, my quote-unquote Forza car. And yeah, it's paid off, everything. My goal is to keep it as a lifelong, weekend car, project car kind of deal. Sorry I put so much time and money into it, but
Speeds on the short circuit are always higher than the full circuit.
we shall see. I've
I've
always been tempted to sell it and put like a massive down payment on a newer, better car, but then I gotta start over paying off the loans again, blah blah blah. It's like not worth it. Ow. Alright, skip practice. I like to just spend practice ramming in the walls. It's the least we can do for the time they waste to make us do a practice in the first place. I get it realistically, you would practice, but it's a video game. Come on. Sure, you can level up your car faster, but it's worthless. I hate the leveling system in this game with like a passion. We came in first and third too easy last time. Let's double it down to 6. Just because it's raining. And I modded my car, so that means our competition should have upgraded their cars as well. Alright, here we go. What will happen? Bunch of drunk drivers out here. Ooh, listen to that exhaust. That's what's up. someone hit me already? Come on. Shattered my rear tail light before we even get through the first turn. Alright, Jurassic Park, get out of the way. Great movie and series. Guy looked like he had a mixture of colors from the Jeep or something over there. I can feel us getting some hydroplaning effect, so I gotta be sure to be smart about this. Running stock brakes. We got racing sway bars and an exhaust, but that exhaust counteracts your suspension upgrades because the more power you got, the more likely you're gonna push it beyond those limits. Woo! I felt it. The car was giving out. We were sliding, but I just kept the pedal down. Nice little save on the end there. So I did think we might lose it. Actually, oh man, this is that track that that turn killed me when I was in a Ferrari. Like, the Ferrari just wanted to spin out every time you went around that turn. It was so annoying. Apparently 6 laps around here, I'll take forever. I think next race I'm gonna go back to 12th place. Got through that way too easily. One thing I've never done with my car is take it to the track. Talked about it on a bunch of Forza Motorsport streams and Horizon streams for that matter, but I have a older, say a 2013 S5, so a decade old, a little bit older than that. And it's got a 3-liter V6 supercharged engine, which I've heavily modded. And yeah, so it's been a long journey. And I forgot the controller. We're still playing, but my every Forza Motorsport session that's happened, there comes my voice probably sounds a little bit more normal now. I've checked and made sure that you can hear me during that phase, but what happens is I'm playing on my wheel, and on a console I don't have a plug-in on the G923 for my headset, so I can't get the audio for the game from the wheel. So I have to set up my controller, get the audio from the game to my headset, and then I use my console cable set up for getting my commentary onto the stream. But if you don't touch the controller decides it should take a nap, even though you're using it. I don't think there's any way to like stop it from doing that. I don't know if I can just turn it on to like never shut off mode or something. Maybe it's possible, but that's what that was. But the wheel still remains active. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with my V6 supercharged engine. As mentioned, I got about 450 horsepower in it, but I've done quite a few things. On the body, I have a carbon fiber front splitter. I put on the European version headlights. I put in yellow fog lights. I got a black version of the grille, so the front's all blacked out. It's a black car. Got a carbon fiber rear valance on the bottom of the rear bumper. I retrofitted the RS5 trunk on the back, the active spoiler version, so now I have a active spoiler where you're driving and you can click a button to put your spoiler up or down. It was not available on the S5, but it was available in the RS5. Saw a total RS5 back in the fall online, and the back end was in good condition, so I bought the trunk and the module and everything I needed, and a custom wiring harness, and got it put in on my car, so I have that now.
3 to go.
everything. Obviously I tinted it, I got wheel spacers on it. Whenever I need brakes, again, I'm going to go for aftermarket pads, at least so I can, if I ever decide to get a Brembo kit or something, but they'll cost a fortune. Rather just get some better performing pads, like Hawk or whatever. Get like StopTech rotors and like Hawk pads or something, call it a day. So eventually they're going to go bad, so you might as well just upgrade them, right? That's my plan on that. Interior wise, what have I done? I got the RS5 inside interior door handles. I just bought a phone mount that gets built into the car, and I just bought the toolkit to do it, so I'm going to install that hopefully within the week. Not really sure what else I did inside, really not much. I got the black and red interior on it. And my engine though, I've done a lot. I've done a engine tune, a transmission tune, a stage 2 plus supercharger pulley kit, carbon fiber intake, full exhaust including downpipes. My next mod's probably going to be to... I've been considering painting my rims black on my car, but I don't know how it would look, so... Eventually I may do it, eventually I might not. Or just buy a set of 20-inch aftermarket wheels, but eventually I want to do some coilovers on it. Get some headers to officially join the 500 horsepower club. Headers I'm looking at add like plus 50 horsepower a peak, so finally be in 500 range. And eventually I want to redo the roof liner. I actually have an Instagram for the car. I don't post on it regularly, but if you give me a lap here, I can share the handle in chat. I still haven't posted the pictures of retrofitting the spoiler on there, but I have them ready. I just gotta not be lazy one day and go upload them. Decided to hold off on car mods anyway for at least till probably summer at this point. I already dumped way too much money in the winter into my car, and then on top of that, I want to build a custom gaming PC in the springtime, around like March, April. So I need to start saving now, because a custom PC to, you know, play 2K 120 FPS,
Final lap.
stream 2K 60, I'm gonna be looking at like a 4070 or something. 4070 i11, 64 gigs of RAM. Probably get the 4K capture card that builds into your PC. Get myself like at least 3 SSDs. I like to have one SSD for the apps and Windows and stuff, and the base stuff you need, like documents and stuff. Then I like a SSD just for the, you know, gaming. You can usually fill up a 2 terabyte SSD with Steam games in no time. I already have proof of that with my external that I have on my gaming laptop. Then probably a final SSD just because I'm a streamer and recording and game clips and all this stuff racks up a lot of space, so I just want to make sure we don't have to worry about space. I have hundreds of gigs of gaming clips for the last decade. Especially because Xbox is only keeping 90 days of game captures now, so I have it automatically uploading those to OneDrive, since that's an option since they've done that. So thankfully they thought about us before they did that. So I've been able to save all my stuff at least. Now that I successfully made it there, I'm just confirming my handle.
We finished P1.
That's my Instagram car thingy-majiggy. There's also a Gamer Society one if you have any interest. That's in the, should be in the description. If not, then I'm slacking. Yeah, Instagram link's right there, okay. Let's see, next race, let's get some more upgrades on it. What if I did this and I'm willing to sacrifice my... What if I sacrifice the exhaust? I'll happily sacrifice the exhaust for handling. We don't need the speed. We need the handling. Nice boost in handling, boost in braking. So we're not winning this. I ran the car stock and I was winning it. Doesn't mean tomorrow it'll be easy. You never know. Mid-Ohio. Mid-Ohio sports car course. Oh man, this track with this tight, thin track.
The Mid-Ohio Sports Car Circuit features Thunder Valley, named
It's a nightmare when you're driving something that likes to slide around a lot. Something with too much power, like this guy driving my car before I was. What the hell's he doing? I don't even drive like that on Friday night after a few sippy poos and we're running stream or something. Alright, let's go ahead and skip practice. Yeah, why I don't drive like that when it's a weekend night and we're playing like Truck Sim or Snow Runner or something. I definitely, you can definitely tell because I get much more pushing the limits. Flying down the highway at 95 in a truck with a trailer on the back. It's starting to tip over and stuff. We've had quite a lot of accidents being stupid like that, but that's also part of gaming, right? Let's see how this car does with sport tires on it and rear front sways. We lost horsepower, but we gained traction. But apparently everybody else did as well. Maybe putting the tires on finally will push the rest of the cars to catch up with speed. We're also halfway back in the pile, so... Now this is more competitive than the first two races, so maybe I just gotta start further back. I can't believe we saved that. I thought I was going out. I thought I was getting wiped out. I can't count how many times that happens. That was on me right there, because I was trying to pass like an idiot, but when there's so many times that the AI just make you crash in the beginning of the race. They just like pitch you. I slowed down because, as you saw, they were thinking about penalizing me, and if I gained any time on the race by going through the grass, they would have penalized me. We're on club rules, but they still do penalize you. There's no reason to brake here. Get out of the way, Jurassic Park. What am I getting, what is going on? I upgraded my tires, but they absolutely feel like they have less traction now. I don't know how to explain it. They're fighting me much more than the stock ones were. I feel the grip, but then I feel like at the same time they're giving me more grip, but also more fight back on the turns. I was already on 2 laps, so I've been so focused on trying to catch these guys, I didn't pay attention to what lap it was. being quiet, it's just because I'm ultra focused. I promise I'll catch him on chat shortly, but it's the first race of the day where we actually have to compete. I don't just get to cruise and have a chat. Gotta really try to catch up, because whoever's in first is just dominating. Alright, we gotta rewind. Just rewind. My tires got caught in the grass. Touching the grass in Forza Motorsport is like a death sentence. It just takes your car bye-bye. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I hit the glass blades again. Gonna make the aggressive pass because I don't really care. Not real life, I don't have to worry about damaging my car or someone else's. Make the pass. If you watch real racing, people be swiping each other all the time. And smashing into each other all the time as well. Full-on bumpers flying down the track from impact. See you, number one. I greatly appreciate that chat, Octabenus. Make sure I'm saying that right. Not Octabenus, Octabenus. I appreciate it. That's what he said. Just because it doesn't really fit to that. It's what she said thing, but either way. I'm really trying to catch this car in front of me, and I get a little bit carried away. I'm one of those people that starts to push it really hard to the limit because I really want to get that win, but I oversee the fact that I should hold back a little bit, because you push it too hard like that, you're rear-ending their car. We had to go through an insurance claim after this race. They're not pulling over though. I mean, how are we supposed to exchange insurance information? I'm trying to catch them to tell them. I'll pull beside them. Yo!
3 left.
Unfortunately, my car got hit over the summer, and then had other damage from a parking lot. I don't know where, but apparently my car got hit while my fiance, who goes by Electrovolts in the channel, was driving it to a store one day. Because during COVID, we had 2 cars going into COVID, my S5 and a newer A3, and she didn't need the car anymore because she's working from home, so it was a lease, so we turned it in. And then she was just using my car when she needed to, but then people started going back to work, so she started using my car, 1, 2, 3 times a week to go to work. And then she got promoted, but her promotion came with going from a 15-20 minute drive away to like an hour plus in traffic, but it was well worth the pay and stuff. So she got a family member had a car, and they were looking to get rid of it, I guess. So they gave her a newer RAV4. It's a few years old, but can't complain. So that's what we got as our quote-unquote daily driver. My car is more of our weekend car, but it's my daily driver. But I work remote life, so the only place I'm doing it is driving it to Wendy's for Baconator once in a blue moon, or going to the car inspection tomorrow. Can't see anything with the sun. There we go. I do like the active time and weather in the game. It's nice that it can change on the fly. So it took us about, what, 4 laps to catch the person in first this time versus taking first in the first lap. The last 2, so, and I didn't touch the difficulty. I'm just pointing that out, so like I said, it depends on your mods. Once you start modding the car, if you upgrade past a certain point, the AI get upgraded as well. They become more competitive. Sometimes, you know, it's the opposite. You never know. I've seen it go all different ways. I've had the times where the car could barely keep up in a race, and then we upgraded and it's a beast. I've had the times where it's the best car in the race. I upgraded a few times, and then the AI are so hard to beat, you gotta lower the difficulty. You never know. Next time I watch live, I'm just kind of yapping on random chatting because that's all there is to do while you're cruising around the track like this. I definitely gotta do this with my S5 someday. I have a track about, I don't know how far it is. So I used to live far out in the suburbs, which is at least an extra 30 to 45 minutes to get there. I think it took me like an hour and a half or something, so I might be an hour or less from one of the East Coast tracks. But then you gotta go to a track day. This is a whole ordeal. It sounds fun, but yeah, then you also gotta watch out for the other people.
One more lap.
Just got a lot of noobs in those sessions as well. It takes one mistake to have something go down while you're flying down a track, so. But I can't afford to rent a track either, so. We got this one in the bag. Just gotta survive some turns. Shout out to Nando, Octobenus, anyone else who might stop by. Post in chat for shout outs for discussion. Small channel life. Doubt it's going to be a busy day around here. Especially when I haven't played this game in 2 months. It really depends. Some championships are hit or miss. I guess all championships are hit or miss. And then there's me forgetting to tap my controller to keep the audio going properly. Still able to drive. You might be hearing me clicking the paddle on my wheel in the background. But there we go. Sound is back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Damn you, controller, just stay on. I don't know why Xbox has to make it such a hassle to just leave my controller on. So I'm using the wheel. I need the controller for my audio. Just leave it on. Holy crap, we're on the 4th race already in 50 minutes? Is that a joke? I feel like this is going way faster. I usually plan these sessions based on, you know, championship to championship, so hence Fox Body Challenge today. We have only 2 races to go, we're not even an hour in. Usually I anticipate up to 20 minutes per race, including the time of modding the car. But I also used to do more practice laps, so maybe that's the difference. I tend to avoid them nowadays. We got the WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca. I actually have WeatherTechs for my car, but I haven't used them in forever. I should probably put them in, especially in the back at least, because I let my dog get in the back on the little dog seat I got for him, or dog seat cover, whatever you call it. Covers the seat. even though he just doesn't care to stay on it anyway, so I need to buy a full cover. But I have a black and red interior on my coupe, so I love looking at it, especially in the back, because nobody ever sits in the back. I've had people sit back there, and like a handful of times I've had in the car at most. So it's like a rare occurrence, but so it looks, you know, like brand new back there, but I'd rather hide it away and than have my dog destroy it. Climbing around the back, looking out windows and whatever he does. Some giant 345s on it. It's currently a D400 on the dot. That's awesome. I didn't even plan for that. Just want to say that. Look at that handling upgrade. Acceleration goes down because we have way bigger tires, which adds weight. Then in reality, when you have more surface area, you got to put more force against that surface to move. It's going to take less force to move a thin wheel than a wide wheel because, you know, you have friction going on, but I don't think it's going to be detrimental, so let's just leave it. I appreciate the follow on Insta. Octa, if you're still there.
WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca is 2.2 miles of twisting blacktop, surrounded by deep gravel. So if you go off, you will lose many track positions slowly getting back on.
I'm just gonna crash real quick. That's one strong fence. Do you imagine that stops a car like that? Probably be decapitated in reality if I flew into that speed, because that was like windshield height. You would have to hope that it doesn't just go right through the windshield and the pillars into your face. Those don't look like very strong pillars to me. I'm pretty sure I'd be dead. Look at it, it's all thin. Half of the size of the pillars, like the rubber around the window. Alright, let's give this a go. I'm gonna go for 10th this time. Just because I've upgraded my car even more, I have a feeling the competition's gonna upgrade as well. No, I want to guarantee we win in a way, because it's career mode. We just want to win, but I don't want to also make it a breeze. I'm trying to find that middle ground. You want to make it so you win, but you don't want to make it impossible that you end up in 4th place every time, no matter how hard you try. Multiplayer, I don't mind whatever place I get, because it's multiplayer, it's PvP. But PvE, especially drivatars, make sure you win. Drivatars are a bunch of a-holes anyway. Ramming into me. I didn't feel it, but I heard it. Said my acceleration went down, but I feel like the power is getting down much better. That guy went off-road behind us. Oh man, this is the track I did my first ever online competitive PvP race in this game, in the featured multiplayer. It was this race with like the Honda entry-level like race car. That was like a Civic that's upgraded, but I'm a European car fan through and through, but that Civic was pretty badass. It handled beautifully. It did the job. And I was in the race, and I got into first place on like lap 2 or 3 or something, whatever it was. And I held it for like 6 out of 7 laps. And then I got into lap 7, and that turn back there when you get to the top of that hill and you make that left got me, because the in multiplayer, the tire wear, I don't have it on here, I just have it on, you know, visual damage. But when you play multiplayer, you have tire wear, and my tires were getting worn, and I trusted that it was going to do the same thing every time, because it felt, you know, it felt like it was getting weaker, but it was still holding the ground and taking the turns I needed. And that last lap, it said nope. Off the track I went. I think I got like 2nd or 3rd place. It was so disappointing. That was on our first ever featured multiplayer stream, first ever featured multiplayer race ever. I forget if it was a dedicated multiplayer stream or if it was a half and half career multiplayer, because that's what I used to do. Today, I kind of just want to complete the races, and then if we hit at least an hour and a half, I might call it a day. Goal's 2 hours, but it was a half hour late, plus I got a long evening. I have to hop on a 1 hour work call later, because the once in a blue moon international call that I got to take for work in cybersecurity popped up. I got to do a demo and stuff for a company in Asia later at like 8 p.m. at night. Plus, looking to buy a house, even though I don't think we're going to meet on the numbers, because they want more money than it's worth. Sounds like the modern market in a nutshell, but we're going to at least try to see if we can, because if we get that house, I also finally have my 100% 24/7 man cave, which would be amazing. Right now I have a man cave, but it's an extra bedroom, and where we live, the walls aren't bad, but it's a townhome, but you can hear, you know, someone's bumping some music or they're getting loud. You can definitely hear it late at night. And I don't want to be that neighbor at 2 a.m. on Saturday nights, playing truck sim with my wheel violently vibrating the whole time, and laughing at dumb stuff in the background all night. So I moved to my living room for the weekend nights. Also because in this room you can hear me if, you know, you're in our master bedroom. My dog probably be barking at me every time I move my chair 3 inches. I'm looking forward to the possibility of finally having a true man cave. Weekdays, weekends, weekend nights, you know, whatever it is, same room, same place, no more moving my wheel and my cables and my Xbox, my PC around. Thankfully it's a gaming laptop, but still, it is as annoying as it sounds. But it's also glorious because we got a 65-inch 4K screen in our living room. Actually, sorry, I think it's a 70-inch. So, you get the idea. It's the place to be on the weekend nights. Nothing like playing on a giant screen when you're playing some weekend games like Dead by Daylight or GTA Online or Fallout 76 or something. We have 2 laps to catch this guy in first, so. Come on, get that traction down, let's go. Forza, Forza! Forza actually means let's go in Italian. My secondary language, which I wouldn't say I speak fluently by any means. More of like intermediate. I'm not beginner anymore, but I'm also far from expert. There's plenty of words I don't have to still learn and things I still have to get down. I'm almost halfway through Rosetta Stone. So plus it took 3 years in high school, but when you don't use something that you learn, as we all know, it falls out of your brain, the other, out of your hole, it just melts away. So Been easier to kind of relearn it, but still have a lot to go. But I'm guessing that's where they got Forza and Forza Motorsport and Horizon from. It literally means let's go in Italian, so it's like saying let's go Motorsport, let's go Horizon. But unless you know Italian, you wouldn't know that, so sounds like the game. I'm gonna get my focus on right now, so if I don't talk much, I'm still here. Just need to catch this person at all costs. And if we have to kill him on the track, take out the Uzi or the Mac. What's the button for the Glock? Let's pull a GTA 5 maneuver and just blast it. I swear there was a racing mode in GTA where people had weapons on or something, and it was just ridiculous.
Finish strong.
You're trying to pass people, they'd be like spraying out the window at you. Hello, buddy. Saw my chance and took it. Taking you on the inside, push you off the track. I didn't push him though, note that. He went off on his own, but then he came back and hit me. That's his fault, not mine. Drive-retard problems. Just gotta take advantage of their stupidity. Mother's polishes, waxes, and cleaners. Buy it now. Actually, I have some Mother's products, I think, in my garage. Speaking of that. And some WeatherTech. Not sure what the VP or whatever that is, Raceway. Always wanted a Rolex. Don't have one. Maybe someday. Rather get a custom PC and some more car mods though. I got some watches. Tag Carrera watches are also awesome. When it was in the watches. So Breitling has Bentley watches. Not sure Rolex has any branded, like, you know, car brand style watches. Pretty sure Lamborghini and Ferrari have their own just total watches, as in their own designs and stuff. But don't have one of those either. So we got first place.
Well done.
Thank you. Can't believe you told me well done. For an hour and 5 minutes, and we only have one race to go. What the f happened today? Were these races just really short? Or am I just really lost in space right now? Usually when we were doing 6-lap races, it would take up to 2 hours. Maybe I was including the practice laps. It's been a while since I've timed how long it takes to go through a full championship. We could always do something random at the end. My rule was to hit at least an hour and a half, preferably 2, but an hour and a half will do. Today's main goal is the Fox Body Challenge. I won't have enough time for a multiplayer after, you know, we hit like an hour and a half on the clock or something. I guess it was meant to be because I was a half hour late. I was going to play it 2 hours, but I kind of wanted that half hour back. Maybe I'm just going to have to take it back today because the game's giving me it back. But we're going to Virginia International Raceway. We got 5 laps here. It's like, do we touch the car or do we leave it alone? If we touch it, we're going into C class. The problem is we're low C class. So we can be at the top of D or we can go in the lower C. I kind of want to leave it at C class. I feel like if we go, D class, because if we go to C class, our competition's going to get harder and they're going to have some cars that are like 590 while I'm going to be stuck at like 520. So I'm just going to leave it alone. But yeah, I hate this design system for mods. Like you have to unlock CP and stuff. Like just let us use our in-game currency like you used to. I don't have limitations on what I can add to a car because I didn't get enough CP. That's probably one of my top 3 least favorite things about this game, alongside multiplayer not having a standard multiplayer. You have to do featured now. There used to be good old normal multiplayer where I didn't have to spend 20 minutes waiting in the practice lobby before we actually did the race for 10 minutes. You'll spend like a half hour to do a race that's 10 minutes long just because you have to do laps and qualify.
The Virginia International Raceway's North Circuit shares the same challenging Turn 1 horseshoe with the full and Grand West Circuit.
Oh, it's this track. I'm guessing the fact that we're not doing practice is probably why I'm seeing such a drastic time difference in what we're accomplishing. So we're going to be done ultra early. I'll have to burn some time at the end. But we'll worry about that when we get there. Tenth place gave me a fight. It was fun. I guaranteed my win. Let's just do it again. It's that middle ground. Like I said, if you're playing career mode, you gotta win. You just gotta win, but you also don't want to make it too easy. I guess some people do. They put it on easy, but I like some fight back from the AI. Shout out to Zane, aka McMaster Armand, coming in here saying my car's bid. McMaster joined me, I think once for multiplayer. I think he like fell behind in the race or something and rage quit or something. Which I found to be a normal experience in multiplayer in this game. I can't count how many times I got into a multiplayer match ready to do a race and I get spun out in like the first like 2 turns because someone doesn't know how to drive. And it's just like, really? That's why I stopped playing multiplayer in Forza Motorsport 7. Like, every time I'd be in first place, someone would just crash into me in the turn. They just use me as their brakes. Full speed, just ram me off the friggin' track into the sand, and it was just stupid. Man, I don't like losing either, answer McMaster. Hence why I need to make sure I win these career mode races, but multiplayer, I'll accept it. There was a good like 2 or 3 races that I did where people just ruin it. I spent like 20 minutes waiting to do the race, and then some a-hole ruins it for you in legit the first like 30 seconds of racing. They spin you out, they ram you into a wall, they send you off the track. There's always something. It's so irritating. So. I probably have had to rage quit a race once or twice in this game when people do that kind of stuff. Pretty sure I have a pretty high safety rating in this game for multiplayer, meaning, you know, I don't crash into people often. And when I do, sometimes I get charged because some idiot hits me and then somehow it's my fault. But what can you do? I don't like all the road work they've done on this track. It's annoying. I can just feel the uneven surface now. So I live in the city, and they're always ripping roads up. one of the nightmares of driving a lowered car like mine. It's like, people try so hard to not hit a pothole or this or that, but once you live in the city long enough with a lowered car, you're like, it's not a question of if it's going to happen. It's a question of when and how often. Which half the time is out of your control because they'll like leave like a foot deep pothole in the middle of the road. There's like nothing you can do but go around it. I just gotta get used to the simulator experience, McMass. This is the most sim racing game I've played, and I haven't played Gran Turismo, so I can't speak for Forza vs. Gran Turismo, but this is like the flight sim of the racing world, which, you know, they're both by Microsoft, so I guess that makes sense. Between this and Forza Motorsport 7, I'd actually had to adapt to some of the changes in this game. Speaking of flight sim, we haven't played that in forever. Wouldn't mind playing it again someday, but I think they're coming out with a new one this year, right? Flight Simulator 2024. We're actually gonna have missions and stuff. It'll be hella awesome. Especially if they allow you to do co-op. I mean, the TGS crew will be out flying our Cessnas 152s doing missions Friday nights. So close. I'm gonna catch him if I can. Shit, shit, shit! Ah! I was gonna rewind the second that happened. He was on my inside, and the way that worked out, obviously, I passed on the inside, but I got around them, but it threw me off right here. Because I had to hold speed to get around them. Off we went. Like I said, the second you hit that dirt, it's like you went into a skating rink, so good luck. I don't know why Forza treats dirt so crazily, but I've seen many race cars hit the grass at the track, and I don't see them go and slide in like that. You'll be watching like race footage and they'll have like a zoomed in cam of like a tire touching the dirt and fucking grass flying up in the air, and the car just keeps driving down the track normally, but Forza's like, no, you paid the price. Killed you. You think you touched the grass, die. This is not just grass, it's ice grass. Just imagine if it was ice. That's what we did when we developed this game. Is the grass of the Arctic? Which doesn't exist. Was it like the tundra or whatever? Arctic tundra, is that thing? I think so. It's the grass of the Arctic tundra out here. It's frozen. Haven't taken biology and all that stuff in forever, but sounds about the right word for it. Need to watch some of those shows on like Discovery Channel. Planet Earth. Shows are actually pretty cool. Yeah, we'll see what happens on COD Dancer, McMaster, and KZ. For those interested, we'll be checking out Warzone Season 2 on Wednesday. Completely different game and audience for Call of Duty vs. Forza Motorsport, but I'm an all-around streamer, so I stream pretty much everything. racing games, sim games, mil sims, RPGs. Board game like Monopoly we used to stream, Monopoly Plus. Had a lot of fun playing that game back in the day, but since I lost about 5 streams a week with my new job I'd started over a year ago, I've been more strict about what I play. So I want to catch up on games and keep up with them at some point. I think we're currently caught up on new games except Starfield, which this game is Starfield, but I don't miss Starfield at all, as I mentioned earlier in the stream. I played Fallout 76 and I looked forward to it. I had fun playing it. We had an awesome time. I played Starfield and it's just like I haven't had any interest to go back to it. Hence why I pushed it down my list. Maybe I'll bring it back someday, maybe I won't. I may never play it again, I don't know. But it doesn't pull me in like Skyrim did or Fallout does. I know I'm not alone on that view, so. There's plenty of people who loved it and plenty of people who lost interest, so. I haven't completely lost interest, I wouldn't mind going back to it. But more the reason I'm not in a rush is I didn't pay for it. I also didn't pay for Forza Motorsport though, but I did buy the premium upgrade for it alongside Game Pass. So. If they had a collector edition or something, I probably would have considered getting it, but they didn't.
Good run out there. P1.
Checkered flags. Stripes. Touch of purple. Intercooler. Weight reduction. Aspiration. Camshaft. Valves. Credits. So we finished the plan for today 40 minutes early. And like I said, I started a half hour late. And I have, it's a long day. Almost a full day of work on top of doing another hour plus of work later because I have a meeting I gotta attend at 8 p.m. True story, but rarely happens. But one of our customers had a team in Asia and we've been dealing with them. It's like a 12-hour time difference. And being the customer, we have to meet their expectations, which means we gotta deal with taking the shitty slot instead of doing it at 8 a.m. we gotta do it at 8 p.m. So it is what it is, but hopefully my last ever made late night meeting. Not my first, I think I've had like 2 others in like half a year. So they're not often enough to ruin your life, but they're definitely annoying. But tomorrow, this should be closer to a full session for Pony Car Showdown, as in closer to 2 hours. There's 6 races for that. Next Monday we'll do C8 Challenge. And then next Tuesday we'll do Vintage Hatch. The week after that, Retro Tuners and Classic Sport. The week after that, Exotic Speed and C, then B and A, and then S, and then probably start doing these reward showcases. And once we're done off Career Mode's Builders Cup, I'm officially done with this game in my view. I'll play it for multiplayer once in a blue moon, but Forza Motorsport games, I enjoy them, but once you play them enough, they just become overly repetitive, if you know what I mean. And like I said, there's 2 ways this can go. I'm going to test it today and tomorrow, see how I feel about holding this game back-to-back Mondays and Tuesdays. 1, I keep it this way. We play it every Monday, Tuesday till I beat it. 2, we hold Forza Motorsport, Mondays or Tuesdays, and we flip the other day to maybe GTA 5 Story or something along those lines. So, I want to keep it around. I do want to finish it, so I'm going to bring it back at least once a week, if not twice, until we finish it. But let me marinate in what it's like to have 2 sessions of this game a week on wheel, because this wheel is a workout. I have it on simulation, full force feedback. I legit feel like I can go have a protein shake after an hour or so of driving. So On top of the fact I already exercised today. So, building even more muscle, I guess. I don't think they have anything close to my real life car in the game, unfortunately. Yeah, they're getting too old. Closest thing is this car, but it's 5 years newer than my car, so maybe it's a sign time to upgrade. Nah. Alright, put too much effort and time into my car to go upgrade it. What can we do? 3 tours in career mode. That's the achievement we'll get after doing this. Then we'll get that one. I'm gonna try to beat a rival real quick just to burn some time. Hit at least an hour and a half. Why is this time 2.5 minutes to do a 2.5 mile lap? There, that's fine. Makes my life easier. What do we have that we can use? Am I allowed to use this? It's gonna take. It's gonna tell me it wants to take stuff off. Oh, I never drove this car, but let's try it. Make some progress on the Rivals achievement. So I don't know if the career mode achievements alone will hit that 500 gamer score goal. So like I said, my goal is to complete all of the career races, so all career championships. You know, all 5 for each of those categories. There's like 5 categories and 5 things for each. There's 4 championships and then that final showcase. So that would be what, 5 showcases and 20 championships. So I want to complete all of that, and I would like to have at least 500 gamer score before I, quote unquote, shelve the game. To move on to other things. So. Not a car I would ever want to own or drive. Let's give it a chance. That's because I'm a Euro car fan. Period. Whoa! What was that? Well, no wonder this guy lost. He's driving in the grass. We're gonna beat him on the first lap. So much for making an easy rival, I guess. But for anyone tuning in, we've already completed the Fox Body Challenge Championship Series, all 5 races, and I usually like to hold 2-hour streams. An hour and a half. Hour and a half is like the min I want to go. Once in a rare extreme blue moon, I may only have an hour or something, and I may still stream, but my preferred is 2 hours. My most preferred is 2.5 to 3, which is what I do on the weekend nights, and then, you know, in some circumstances, I'll take an hour and a half to an hour 45, with an hour and a half being minimum. So today, I think we're gonna go for that hour and a half, just because we're done so early, and I'm gonna take that half hour of time back for me. It's been a long day, not a terrible day, just a long day. Slept in, but then got flooded at work. You get. Flooded at work, gotta work again later for another hour on top of already working my full day. Might be putting in a house offer, which requires a bunch of paperwork and stuff, and then this and that. Let's go back to exit. That's one rival done. Let's manually select our next rival. I know Spaceman, I don't even want to compete with him because he's a hardcore Forza player, as in he only plays Horizon and Motorsport. I share his posts sometimes on our TGS story on Insta because we're, you know, I don't know. We know each other through Instagram, long story short. Just from playing Forza, so. Try this person. See details, please. Give me my Maserati. Speaking of the devil, 6 p.m. and I got a customer on the West Coast telling me they had issues after they did an installation. It's like, new surprise. I don't have to respond right now. Nothing I can do about it. Thankfully, the West Coast closes in an hour or two for work, and we have up to 2 hours to get an initial response. So, I'll respond later. Downside of working in cybersecurity and the support side. I do a lot more than support, but it's part of my role. Finding the easiest rivals to beat. I expect the Fox Body Challenge to take under an hour and a half, so I was burning some time in rivals, but usually I stream 4 to 6 at 6:02, so I'm debating what to do. We got, technically I could hold the full up to a half hour left, but might just take a half hour back for me at this point. How does this person have a 29-minute time? I'm about to finna do this real quick. I mean, what the hell? How's that even happen? The freak? Alright, let's go. Doesn't make sense to decline that. I mean, it's an easy rivals progress right there. We're at 70% on that. What do these people do? They like go into the rivals and then park on the side of the road? anyone who might be lurking, hanging out, or this or that. Hopefully not boring everybody with just random chatting and doing rivals. Just didn't make sense for me to not take advantage of this. They're literally just sitting there on the side of the road. Well, they like started rivals. Mommy called for dinner time. Frederico, come for dinner. Okay, Mom. And then, you know, they ran over there. They were eating their Chuck E. Cheese pizza or some crap. And left their car just sitting there. And then decided to register that time anyway. What are they doing? Are they actually that bad? Look at them. They're out. They're all back on the track. They gotta be eating their Chuck E. Cheese pizza when they set that time. They're just like cruising at like 5 miles an hour. It's like they didn't know how to shift gears. Part of me just wants to knock out this achievement. Maybe I meet in the middle. I do an hour 45, I get 15 minutes back for me. But we don't cut the stream at only an hour and a half. Give myself like 2 more rivals races, get that achievement for beating 10 rivals. We end the day with an achievement and completing the Fox Body Challenge, which we already did, so we get a twofer for progress. So again, my 2 goals: complete career mode fully and get 500 gamer score. 1,000 would take over 100 hours from what I saw online. Not worth it. As an achievement hunter, Forza Motorsport games, I don't grind out like I do Horizon. Horizon 3, 4, 5 have 100% of all achievements, but Motorsports, I think I'm only 100% in one of them, and it was like the second one or something. One of the first 3 Forzas, Motorsports, I think I 1K'd, but it's been so long I forget. And answer chat. Ross chased and right in the wall during NASCAR 500. I mean, I partially don't blame him, but I also, it's real life. It's not like you're playing Forza Motorsport. So, I'm pretty sure I saw that they banned that move from NASCAR, period. Because, I mean, you're sending debris everywhere, but it's cool in aspect, like just going for it and moving up, but yeah, in real life, I don't know. In a video game, wall ride is normal, right? So you play Horizon or Motorsport, you know how to wall ride. I've seen it done many times. I've taken advantage before when I've had a car that doesn't handle well, and the only way you're gonna have a chance to do all right is to wall ride. I've done it. But, I don't know. I'm in between. It's cool. Just the fact that how it went down. But also, it's like, again, it's real life. It's kind of how I view it. Somebody had to do. Hey, someone took one for the team, you know. All these people setting times. I only need to get two more 2 more rivals done, and I want to try and get it done in the next like 5 to 10 minutes. I'm trying to see if I can find a more competitive time. I'm gonna use my Fox body on this. What we use for the challenge. I'd rather find out why this person took 5 minutes to do the track. Just completely made a left into the wall. Was that on purpose? Can't tell. I think they just... I'm just distracted right now by it. I'm looking at the map to see if they're back on the track. But maybe they were doing a race similar to this, and that was the route that the map had open. I don't know. Let's just finish this and get one more rival in for the day, and I'm done. Again, I'll be back tomorrow with the Pony Championship. I can imagine we'll be in some form of Mustang. I really have to try to win this. We just casually get it done. Of course, I clicked B instead of A. So once you do the initial race and you set a time, it starts putting you against people who have similar lap times to what you got. We should be able to beat this one. Let's just do it. Same car, same track, just different route. The route that guy probably was trying to take, actually. And that's it, that's it. This track we're gonna do now, that just the previous rival thought they were on this track that we're on now, because you can see that it's that exact turn is where he hit the wall. That's funny. He probably picked the wrong map. And then made the turn, hit the wall, and just got pissed off. Like, what the hell, why is there a wall here? And then like, oh shite, I picked the wrong track. That's funny. This is it. I'm gonna call it after this. Shout out to Octobenus, Zane A.K. McMaster, Nando. Says we've had over 20 people stop by, so appreciate it. 4 likes. Can't complain about that. I see what their flaw is. They're swinging around like a pendulum. We're not even into the second turn yet. They got a faster car than me. But I think their turn taking is gonna be what gets me the lead. Oh, I did this track in multiplayer once. and I hated it. Because these turns were killer. Another person got distracted by their pizza delivery. Achievement. Rare achievement unlocked. Enthusiastic rival. Beat 10 rivals. Bamboosh. I don't think there's any other rivals achievements, otherwise we would be seeing... Oh, no, there is 20, but we're not... I'm not doing that today. But we'll probably do that as part of our 500 gamer score, because we're at 385, 25... 45, 75. We only have 75 other gamer score lined up. Means we're going to be about 460. So we need to come up with at least 40 more gamer score on top of those if we want to hit 500. Which, honestly, can be as simple as swapping an engine in a car. So, win a timed race in free play. A lot, then random stuff like this, like complete a race in the 2020 Ferrari Roma and Mugello. We could probably set to one lap and just go do a free play of that race. You get the idea. So I'm sure we'll find a way to rack up gamer score. If I decide it's reasonable, I'll even consider going to like 750 gamer score, but I'm not going to go for 1,000 on this one. So I'm going to go ahead and go through our outro and call it a day. A little bit past 6:15. Which means, I'm in the middle instead of cutting at an hour and a half. I took back 15 minutes and, still held most of the stream. We held an hour 45 out of 2 hours, which is 87.5% of the stream. I just threw in the calculator because I was curious. So you get the idea. We held most of the stream. And, yeah, so here's our schedule real quick. Forza Motorsport tomorrow around 4 is the goal, unless, somehow I get stuck up at work or something, but... As of right now, my work day tomorrow is void of any meetings, thank gosh. Wednesday is a nightmare, but I'll still be there for Warzone Season 2, but tomorrow is kind of dead, so sneaking my car to inspection. Well, I put an appointment in at work, so I'm not sneaking out. But get my real car into inspection, work, and I'll be on Forza Motorsport, so that's that. And, I already mentioned Warzone, that's all listed there. It's on our Discord, our website, readily available. This screen has drastically changed. It was piled up in the last few weeks, but I leave people's names on it for about a month or so, usually a little bit more than a month. I'm generous with it. I'll give it an extra week or two depending on who it is and how long they've been supporting and stuff. But hey, I updated this list and it's kind of quiet now, so we got main studios all the way across the board in BBT on Patreon. There used to be like 10 names on this list like 2 weeks ago, but had to clean it up. It always, our list gets enormous during the holidays and then quiets down in the beginning of the year because, yeah, you get the idea. And real quick, here is our end screen. So thanks for watching, like and sub. Again, shout out to Octobenis. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out. Till next time, peace out.